Good evening and welcome to Poland Daily. I'm Nicholas Richardson and this is the news. President Trump addressed the world today on the United States' reaction to the Iranian missile attack on two American military bases located in Iraq.
As long as I'm President of the United States, Iran will never be allowed to have a nuclear weapon. Good morning. I'm pleased to inform you the American people should be extremely grateful and happy. No Americans were harmed in last night's attack by the Iranian regime. We suffered no casualties. All of our soldiers are safe, and only minimal damage was sustained at our military bases. The fact that we have this great military and equipment, however, does not mean we have to use it. We do not want to use it. American strength, both military and economic, is the best deterrent. ISIS is a natural enemy of Iran. The destruction of ISIS is good for Iran, and we should work together on this and other shared priorities. Finally, to the people and leaders of Iran, we want you to have a future, and a great future, one that you deserve, one of prosperity at home and harmony with the nations of the world. The United States is ready to embrace peace with all who seek it. I want to thank you, and God bless America. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Polish politicians have reacted in differing ways to the Iranian crisis. As the portal Niezależna.pl reports, Mateusz Morawiecki, Prime Minister of Poland, stated that he would advise the alliance against some instinctive reaction in any direction, either a sudden withdrawal or any escalation of presence or tension. Poland wants to reduce tensions, Morawiecki emphasized. Here we are, we have a war. Because of the stupidity of our ally, our soldiers came under the rocket fire. The US-Iran conflict is potentially very dangerous for our citizens and soldiers who are in Iraq, but also for our compatriots in Iran. Their security must be our absolute priority. It must be above current political disputes. A meeting of the National Security Council would be a good move.
A Ukrainian International Airlines Boeing 737 crashed shortly after takeoff at 6:12 local time this morning, killing all 176 people on board. Flight PS-752 was travelling to Kiev from the Iranian capital, Teheran. The majority of the passengers are from Iran and Canada. The cause of the crash is unknown. Reflecting the current tensions between the United States and Iran, the head of Iran's Civil Aviation Organization was quoted as saying that the plane's black box flight recorder would not be handed over to either Boeing or the Americans.
These pictures of a burning airplane captured over Tehran in the early hours supposedly show the last seconds of Ukraine International Airlines flight PS-752. According to Ukraine's Foreign Minister Vadim Proseko, there were 82 Iranians, 63 Canadians, 11 Ukrainians, 10 Swedes, 3 Germans and 3 Britons on board, mostly passengers in transit.
Polish Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki has spoken to his Australian counterpart, Lloyd Broderick, to express his condolences and to offer help to fight the catastrophic bushfires. Polish firefighters stand ready to fly to Australia the moment they are needed. Broderick said it was heartening that Poland stands so firmly with Australia at this difficult time. Polish Prime Minister Mateusz Morawiecki told Parliament today that the money for the 13th pension payment is secured in the 2020 budget. He also said that the budget is in balance for the first time since the beginning of Poland's transformation to a market economy.
The first program, the 13th pension program, which we guarantee every year. As opposed to the words of the opposition European Parliament candidate, this program is not a scrap of meat. It is a permanent bonus to the pension. It is a 13th pension for every pensioner. It is something that is designed to help provide better living conditions for pensioners. The second program, from our Y Pension Plus program, raising pensions by reducing personal income tax. This is the first major reduction in personal income tax in 13 years.
The Speaker of the Senate, Tomasz Grodzki, met members of the European Commission today to discuss the rule of law in Poland. The meeting was held against the advice of the government. Law and Justice Party politicians said that his holding this meeting is tantamount to acting against Poland's interests. They point out that the bill they discussed has not yet been passed, so there was no basis for the discussions. There seems to be no end to the opposition seeking to help the Commission, just despite the ruling party.
Following a meeting with the Deputy President of the Commission, Věra Jourová, Speaker Grodzki said it was a much-needed exchange of views. Among the matters discussed was the rule of law in Poland. Opposition politicians argued that there was nothing wrong with the Speaker's visit to Brussels. It's only natural that both the Senate and the Parliament cooperate with the EU bodies. If the European Commission has its doubts concerning the rule of law in Poland, then speakers are the best people to talk about it. I'm surprised Minister Ziobro doesn't want to engage in such talks. Politicians of the ruling Law and Justice Party, on the other hand, claim the visit can only hurt Poland and the speakers wrongfully taking on responsibilities assigned to the PM and President by the Constitution. I have a feeling it's not the Nelson blowing the whistle in Poland. The Senate has its role abroad, and it's to support the diaspora, which I didn't hear Tomasz Grodzki do as much as he should. Grodzki's visit to Brussels is connected to the recently passed amendment to the Common Courts Bill, which is now before the Senate. Speaker Grodzki asked the Venice Commission to give an opinion on the changes proposed by the ruling party. Several days ago, the chief of President Duda's cabinet, Krzysztof Szczerski, appealed to Tomasz Grodzki to cancel the visit.
That's the news. Thank you for watching. Stay with us for the weather, Poland Daily Business and more programmes. But from me, it's have a good night and a better tomorrow.